This race is first and foremost about people coming out, having a good time, enjoying their horses and the sport that they love, but then second, connecting people to resources that are available for mental health, because nothing is more hopeless than feeling like you're struggling with something and not knowing where you can go to get any help for it. I'm Sally Conway. I'm the Executive Director of the Grace Lawncar Foundation. I'm also Grace's oldest sister. We started this barrel race first and foremost because we wanted to provide an opportunity for people to come do what they love in a safe, fun, encouraging environment. We feel like what a better way for us to kind of celebrate what people are passionate about. And I'm a barrel racer, so I'm passionate about barrel racing, and putting on a really good event for people to come and get to do what they love is a part of the piece for us in mental health. If you're struggling with health issues, whether it be physical or mental, the first thing that it takes from you is the desire and the enthusiasm to do what you love. And so we want to combat that by putting on an event that gives people an opportunity to celebrate these animals we love and the sport we love.
Grace Lawncar was my goddaughter, and she was the joy of my life. And when she committed suicide, it just broke not only my heart, but many, 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 many other hearts. So when Sally came up with the idea of barrel racing event for fundraising, I was all over it, because I love being out here and watching the barrel racers and their relationship with their horses. Because I could have sat there all day and just watched the barrel racers run, keep track of their times. I kept checking to see what the best times were. And but it's a fun event, and there's obviously a lot of bonding and a lot of support within the barrel racing group. A lot of them, they seem to know each other. They're encouraging each other. It is extremely competitive, but there's also, I think, a real sense of community. But from what I've seen with the barrel racers, I hated to interrupt their conversations. They were always so intense, to give them a goodie bag. But more important, I think, to all of us who are on the board of Grace Lawncar Foundation would be if we touch 3 people that feel like they might have just a little bit of power to seek out and find help if they have a loved one who is suffering from mental illness, then it's worth every minute.
The physical booth is also, sounds really cheesy, but is also super important to me, because if we can fill up a giant, it's 3 tables long of information, I don't care if you never come by our booth. If you just see it and you see that that thing is filled with flyers, you know that there is help out there. And sometimes I think that in and of itself sends a message to people of saying, if these people can fill a giant table with all these resources, there's a lot of options for people to get help. Because we have everything on the booth, from suicide survivors, like support groups for that, for people with that don't really even know and understand anything about depression or bipolar disorder, or and then we have things about navigation lines where you can call and say, look, we have no insurance. This is our income level. Where can you help me? And they'll tell you, and they're open from 9 to 4 every single day. But people don't know about those things. And so, but we have flyers that tell people about them, and that's what our hope is that we want people to know that they're out there. And they might not be our program, our table is filled with programs that aren't ours, but we believe in bringing all together these organizations and letting people know about them, because we support what they're doing to help others.
A lot of people that are in crisis, you don't know. Like, if you sit down and have a conversation with 5 people that know someone that's committed suicide, probably 4 out of the 5 are gonna say, there's a last person I thought that would do that. They seemed so happy, That's why we need resources to help people with their coping mechanisms to deal with those demons. So that's why supporting, I just wish, I hope this event grows and grows and grows, and we support events like this, get out there and we talk about it, and people go by and they grab a pamphlet, they're gonna hopefully read it and they can help somebody, or they can help, that helps them. Even if one of those pamphlets helps one person, that's amazing. I mean, it was a success, And just like 170 barrel racers, say there's one person with them that was killing time before their friend ran or their daughter ran, and they went and grabbed a pamphlet, and that helps another person. That's why this event is it's so dear to my heart. I've seen a few posts on Facebook of people, taking a picture of like the pamphlet or whatever. And so that helps spread awareness. And maybe a person that sees it is like, oh, they're comfortable talking about mental health. Maybe there's somebody I could talk to because I'm struggling and I don't know who to talk to. So that's why this event is so important to me too. That's why I've posted a ton, because I want anybody that's on my newsfeed, whether I've only talked to you one time, like I want you to know I'm somebody that's not gonna judge you and you can come tell me anything. So that's why I'm passionate about it.
People here that, I've heard and Sally's talked about, or people that come up to the booth and just talk about, where their loss was or, what happened. And just to be this confident presence where like, it's okay, we're okay. Here's all these incredible tools if you have any questions. And we're here to, talk about it or just come alongside you in it is just huge. Why I'm on the board and why I'm here is just like you said, we're a presence that's here in a community of riders in the horse culture, and it's something that was very important to Grace's sister, and it was a perfect platform. Like, wow, I mean, God gave us this place to be, and like you said, even though the booth is big, just to have a presence there, just for anybody to come talk about it or want to know about it, and for us just to be, loving and kind and be a support system to the horse community.
Our hope is that with some of the information that we have available at this race, that the information gets to people before they're in a crisis and they, got a number for a navigation line or an inpatient treatment facility, and they have that information, just throw it in a drawer, or they saw it and they have that knowledge. So if they ever find themselves in that situation, they know that there's a resource that's available to help them. So things we talk about in the mental health industry are what are some of the things that keep people from making a decision to end their life. And a big part of it is feeling a part of a community, feeling a part of something, and so when we can create kind of this community atmosphere of like, we're kind of all in this together and we take care of each other. And that's what I hope we have done at this event, is just kind of create a race that whether you're first or you're last, we're glad you're here. Whether you're a peewee or you're a veteran trainer, we're glad you're here. Because people need places where they feel like they can be celebrated and that they get to do what they enjoy to do, and no matter the achievement or the result, that people are still glad they're here.